Every Counter-Strike player wants to improve. They watch guides, copy pro settings, and grind hundreds of matches, yet somehow they never actually get much better. What I'm about to teach you is every exercise that I did to reach 3.4k elo on Faceit. If you do the same thing that I did, you're going to notice improvement overnight, and maybe even after first section of training. I'm going to show you the only routine that you ever need to see. And trust me, the last exercise is going to put you in the next level. Let's start talking about spray control. If you want to hit clip like this, you need to master your spray. And you might have heard that you don't need to learn all the 30 bullets because you're never going to use them. And that's a lie. The clips that I showed you, me and professional players did all the bullets. In most of the case, in your duos, you should focus using 4 to 8 bullets. However, learning about spray gives you mouse control and helps you master your sensitivity. First exercise you're going to learn, you should focus on the pattern of the AK or M4. Here I like to spend around 4 minutes every day, and I like to put the infinite armor and derm target. I'll also lock myself here, and I'll just try to follow this green ball here, and this is gonna you're gonna notice this is the pattern of the AK. If I go there and spray on the wall, you see first the bullets start going left, after go right, and this is gonna do exactly the opposite of the recoil. Okay, so if you just follow this, very simple. I recommend you start standing up, and after you can crouch. But the first bullets you should be standing up because this is gonna be important for the next topics that we're gonna talk about it. And the second one is I will unlock myself, and I like to do like a little bit more freestyle here for the last minute. So I'll train some dunk slides and longer bursts. So really, I'll just be practicing my dunk slides with a little bit more movement. I'll do spray standing up. That should be it for your spray. It's very simple. Um, it's really easy to learn how to spray in CS. You just need to do over and over again. Even spray being super important, aiming for the head provides you a much faster frag. And that's where the most of your time should go. So let's move on for the next topic. When you see professional players hitting insane flicks, those are the least efficient kills. And it's very hard to keep consistent like this. When you're practicing, your attention should be hitting your shots very slow and calm. Not making big flicks, just micro adjustments. If you pay attention to the clips that I'm showing, the kills that me and the pros are getting are just micro adjustments that we have to make. This is caused by a good crosshair placement and counter strafe, A and D. We're going to learn about counter strafe in just one second. If you take Donk as example, the way he moves around the map and the way he adjusts his crosshair makes no need to do big flicks almost never. Just small adjustments to the head. Zayu follow the same principles. That's why their screen looks so effortless and their kills look so easy. For this exercise, we're going to focus on hitting the shots very slow and precisely. In the beginning, it's going to be kinda boring, but you're getting more speed as you're getting better and better. As you guys can see while I'm doing the exercise, I don't move myself around. A lot of players will say that you need to be pressing A and D all the time in order to learn something. Think about those exercises as you go into the gym. Every day, you will do one muscle, maybe two. So here we follow the same principle for those exercises. This one I did 10 minutes every day, really focus in improving my mouse control and micro adjustments. Always do the burst, not one tapping, not spray. Put some music and you will be fine. Last exercise, we're going to practice AAD, or the counter strafe, in the best way possible. And it will all make sense. Let's jump into it. Counter strafing is where you really can take your game to the next level. Is where play usually ignore and is where that you can have your biggest improve. If you focus on almost aiming with your keyboard, you're going to be much faster and precise. Once you combine this with a good aim, you're going to skyrocket your elo. All you need is practice. And we are going to learn a place that you can practice it all together in the next step. But first, let's focus on how to practice your counter strafe. First, a counter strafe is done when you press the opposite key from the direction that you're going. For example, if you press A and you're going left, for you to execute a counter strafe, you need to press D. And if you get the right time, you're going to stop and shoot precisely. For you, practice the counter strafe is really simple. You're going to use the same map that we used from the last training. I'll leave down in the description. Once you are here, look for the line in the ground. And you're just going to press D to go for right. Once you see a bot, you're going to counter strafe and burst. The goal here is to not move your crosshair. If you need to do a micro flick and move to the next bot. While you're moving, don't move your mouse. Here you should spend around 10 minutes every day. Moving to the next topic. Here's where everything comes together. Deathmatch. This is a place where you can practice every fundamental that you trained before. But just don't start playing DM and stop thinking about what we're doing. You should always be thinking about your picks and your counter strength, the way you pick in the game. DM is where the pros spend most of their time, and you should too. But be aware, if you're doing this routine that takes you about 1 hour, if you include 20 minutes of DM, you should do this way before or way after your matches. Don't use this as a warm up, otherwise your mind and body will be tired. Give at least 1 hour to recovery from this training section. If you liked the video, please subscribe and leave a like. And if you would like to have a one-on-one coaching session with me, just join my Discord and contact me so you can take your gameplay to the next level. That's everything for today. See ya.